Hello, my name is Marcus Bronzy.
And I am Kay Kurd.
This is called Ain't Got a Clue.
It's the show where we find the answers to quiz questions, answer them in a funny way, so then by the end of the show, all you have to do is remember the answer. And you would have remembered it because we're good at this, to be fair. We've been doing it quite a while, and I'm not going to lie to you, mate. It's been going well.
I mean, when you break it down to one fact or one answer an episode, we're not trying to push you too hard. We're not trying to ask you to remember, the genome sequence of humans. We just want you to remember the answer to a question.
That would be very impressive if you could.
We've done it in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Just like we're going to explain the theory of relativity to you, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
in 20 minutes, it would just be fucking mental. But
yeah.
Anyway, nonetheless, do you want to know what the question is today?
I'd love to know what the question is today, Kay.
Right. How many films have Al Pacino and Robert De Niro appeared together in? Now, this is a good question because they're legends.
They are two legends. And I should know, but I definitely ain't got a clue.
Do you know what? I think it's less than you think it is, the answer, right?
I feel personally like I almost feel like they've done more films together than they haven't done films together. I feel like that. Like they're so synonymous, like in terms of being together. Are you going to tell me it's like one or something like that?
It's 4.
What?
Yeah, they've only been in 4 films. And then one of those, I don't even think you could put that one. They've appeared together in it, but not on screen together. So the answer is 4. The Godfather 2, right? So the Godfather Part 2, right?
Yeah.
They appeared together in that, where Thingy played Vito Corleone.
Okay.
Vito Corleone.
By the way, prerequisite to this, now that Kay's let me know what the question is, there's going to be so many bad accents on my side. Great ones from Kay. And I just want to say to our sound designer as well, just wheel out the wheelbarrow of Italian
mate,
music,
there's going to be
please.
so much like Godfather.
Yeah, just wheel it out. Yeah. Yeah, you got to exercise all of those. And do you know what's mad, Kay? If we get any DMZ strikes, it will be the mafia coming for us instead. Like,
Hey, you're making all of this money off podcasts. Hey, you're making all of this change off podcasts, but you didn't come to me first before you started using my music.
Hey, I ain't even got a clue how you fucking came up with this shit, but I need some money, right, okay?
You see what I did there? Now I threw a joke in. You owe me.
Hey.
You can take that one for free, but what you're not gonna take is my music.
You can
have to
take
give me a cut.
You can take your fucking music. You can take gangster films, but what you can't take is our authenticity. The realism. That's what we fucking missing this thing, the realism.
the realism.
The realism.
Anyway, it was a Godfather Part 2, Heat, which I haven't seen.
Heat!
The Righteous Kill, and The Irishman.
So that's the recent film that
The
came
most
out.
recent. So before that, only 3 films. So you're thinking they've been together in loads, yeah? But they haven't.
So up until recently, they'd been in the same number of films together as Martin Lawrence and Will Smith.
Well, they've probably been in more films together without even, I don't know, maybe.
And Bad Boys. There's got to be. Is there enough? I don't know. It's not part of this question. It doesn't matter. But until now, we can guarantee that obviously it was Martin Lawrence and Will Smith in Bad Boys 1, 2, and 3. So they've had the same number of collaborations in films until The Irishman came out.
But Irishman came out before Bad Boys 3.
Oh, did it? Okay. All right. Fair enough.
So, yeah.
Maybe they did it just to stay one step ahead.
100%. But do you like them as actors?
I really like Robert De Niro as an actor. I really like him. I do like Robert De Niro. I like
What do you love about him?
I like the fact that in his later stages of career, he's kind of played on the hard man stuff and he's having fun. I think he done an advert for bread or something recently, like Warburton's or something like that.
He's been doing an advert for loads of stuff, bruv.
He's been like, hey,
So you want to buy a new car?
Yeah.
An electric car?
yeah.
There's a car called Niro. The something Niro.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, I thought you wanted De Niro. No, it's for the Niro.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Okay.
So for me, right, this might sound a bit mad, yeah, but Robert De Niro, because like you said, you like the latest stuff.
I like the fact that he's having
Fun,
You
innit?
know, you can see when an actor's like, fuck it, why not? Yeah.
But the thing is, yeah, if someone's to look at us two and they're going to go, yeah, of course they like Al Pacino, De Niro. They like gangster films.
Yeah.
They like the fighting. They like the, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you, yeah, there was one film called The Intern,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Robert De Niro. It wasn't violent or anything like that. And you know what, Marcus? I flipping loved it, bruv.
What did you like about it?
Do you know what,
Kate?
yeah? It's
Yeah?
probably dubbed rather old-fashionably as a chick flick, right? But you know what, Marcus? I dream of a day when films will be classified without agenda, where men can enjoy rom-coms and where women can revel in action films.
Yes.
When men can have a cry and the non-binary can cheer on a villain in a horror film. I dream of a day when this will be the norm. Okay, well, anyway, I like the intern because it was a nice film, but what got me was the opening monologue, right? The music starts playing,
Yeah.
right? They're in a park doing yoga. The music's very upbeat. It's sort of like that catchy sort of music that you'd hear in Matilda, right? And there's a bit where the voiceover comes on, and it's Robert De Niro as he's doing yoga, and he's like, Freud said, love at work at love. That's all there is. Well, I'm tired. My wife's dead.
Ah, there you go. Ah.
It's cool, innit? Now you want to watch the rest of the film, though, don't you?
Yeah, yeah. And even that scene, when and I know you can't see this, listener, but even in that scene, he's just positioned himself in such a like you don't expect to see De Niro in that frame doing yoga in a park, so it kind of like throws you. So it's nice. It's a nice way to throw you. They kind of do it synthetically in Hollywood, innit? When they try and get like the macho guy to do something like the Tooth Fairy or something like that, like The Rock to. You know, like the kind of Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Nanny, or the Kindergarten Cop, that kind of stuff. Kindergarten Cop was quite funny, actually, because that was like, I felt like it was a fresher aspect.
Is this when we go into like conspiracy corner and it's like,
Why do they get them to dress up in dresses? They get these big men to dress up in dresses. There's a conspiracy. They're trying to defeminize men.
I mean,
no, demasculinize.
demasculinize men.
Yeah.
But imagine if that's what you're into, you must be loving it. Because you got catalogs, you got Arnie films, you got Vin Diesel films when he was kind of like buffer, you got The Rock in a tutu in the Tooth Fairy. Come on, mate. You were getting served everything you would need.
Put on those fishnets, Rocky.
That's right. I've got the Blu-ray.
Put on those fishnets. I like it when you put that on.
I can smell what you're cooking in those fishnets.
I see why they call you the Brahma Bull.
Nasty. But anyway, so that my point was I love De Niro. It's the range for me, innit? That was
Yeah.
sick. But so anyway, they did Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. They appeared together in the Godfather 2.
Yes.
Now, this is one of my favorite films. I mean, a lot of people have their things to say about Godfather.
Yeah.
I think 2 was the best.
You think that was your favorite? Yeah. It was a strong contender. Do you feel like a lot of the time the sequel and the third film, they're not quite
The
what it
third
is?
film, I don't acknowledge.
Oh, in the actual Godfather
Trilogy, I don't know. There wasn't a third film.
Okay.
In my head, there wasn't a third film.
You don't exist to me. You're dead to me.
You come to my house on the day of my daughter's wedding, and you present to me a script for the third film, and it's got incest in it. His cousin he's old, he dies in a fucking vineyard. What is this shit?
But yeah, they didn't do any film, so they didn't do any scenes together in that film, did
Right. No, not at all. As far as I know, as far as I can remember, no. So does that even count, though? We'll count it for today. I think that's fair.
But that's what I'm asking. Does it count? Because De Niro essentially just plays a younger version of Marlon Brando. And it's interesting. Where like in that film, he doesn't go, yeah. Robert De Niro's not going,
Hey, I've lost my fucking...
Yeah.
but thinking,
Oh my God, they killed my son.
but Robert De Niro's like real normal and stuff.
Okay, you know what, Kate? I'll leave that up to you. This is your question. It's your episode. If we can,
Well, no, I mean,
we'll
it would be 4, but
right, let's count
they
it.
appear together in the film, but they didn't do scenes together, which is,
Okay.
you're like, do their paths cross?
I'm going to say if you say they do, I'm with you on this.
So this brings me on to the next film, The Irishman. I'm not going to talk about the other two yet in the middle, but, right, so this is my beef, and I think I've mentioned it on here before, bro. Yeah. They had Robert De Niro playing a younger version of Marlon Brando.
Yep.
In The Irishman, you would think, oh, Robert De Niro's old. Robert De Niro remembers how, he came into the industry playing, a younger version of a different actor. You think he's going to repay that favor to a young Italian upstart. He thought he's going to, the thing is with us Italians, we don't get enough opportunities anymore. In the 90s, in the fucking 80s, you had all sorts of Italian films. Hell, you fucking go to the movie theater every fucking week there was a new gangster film.
Right.
Nowadays, listen, There's all these fucking superhero remakes. When are we fucking remaking the mafia movies, huh?
Yeah. When's there gonna be an Italian Superman?
Hey, paisano. An Italian superhero makes the most fucking sense.
Right.
He's superpower. You got Spider-Man fucking doing this shit. Spaghetti.
Spaghetti, man. Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Put it on top of the Empire State Building. Comes out. Get the fucking spaghetti as it's like rolling around on top of it. You come on.
What's gonna hurt you more? Some cold wet or some hot spaghetti in your face?
Hot spaghetti in your face.
Right.
They need to remake mafia movies, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And now look, I don't mean to, look, I'm the way I'm sitting here, okay? I know I can come across a little arrogant, maybe I'm coming across a little disrespectful to the greats. But you know what I do? All I'm asking for is a little bit of parody and opportunities, okay? De Niro, you were the fucking man, okay? Look, you did 3 Rooms in Manhattan, The Young Wolves, Greetings, Samsung, The Wedding Party, Bloody Mama, Hi Mom, Jennifer on My Mind, Born to Win, The Gang That Couldn't Shoot Straight, Bang the Drum Slowly, Mean Streets, and then finally you got your fucking big break, because after Scorsese stopped working with you, you were like, fuck, The Godfather Part 2, and in that, you got your fucking break. That's when you started doing Taxi Driver and all that shit later on, okay? But at the beginning, you played the younger version of an old man. So why is it I'm watching the fucking Irishman now, and I'm seeing, okay, they're going back in the time. Who we gonna see? We're definitely gonna see a younger version. A younger fucking Italian American, aren't we, buddy?
Yep. That's what I'm thinking. But what do we see?
We see a fucking old version of De Niro using CGI. CGI.
An Instagram filter. That's what they use.
That's what they fucking
Instagram filter.
You know what I didn't even like? It was the movement to this guy. It's the fucking movement, because a young Italian upstart, he's red-blooded, He's fucking moving around like, you see a motherfucking Italian guy, when he just gets his fucking foot up, it just, you're like, whoa, okay, he doesn't know Kung Fu, but, it's sort of like, it's similar, he can raise his leg, we played a bit of soccer in high school. Guy's got a fucking thing about him. Pow! There was none of that. Guy's moving around like, this is him at 32. Motherfucker looks about 32 in the face, but looks about 83 in the fucking body. The fuck's going on here?
But it is true. Like, I can imagine they had 2 options. They were like, we've got $1 million here. We can spend 1/10 of that on a fresh looking actor who's a great actor, fresh out the gate. We'll get him in and we'll get him to play the younger version. Or we can fuck up the whole $1 million and some extra with some unnecessary CGI.
100%, bruv.
You know what? I'm not offended with a different actor playing a younger person. Even if they have a little bit of dodgy makeup, yeah, I'm fine with that, yeah. I'm cool.
But,
I can get down with that. I've got an imagination.
They even done it in Coming to America 2.
Yeah.
When they just done the CGI on Eddie Murphy and fucking Arsenio Hall. There we go. Arsenio Hall. They put like CGI instead of just getting anyway. It just really annoyed me. And do you know what? Right, my favorite actor in that film, in The Irishman, right? It wasn't even De Niro or Pacino.
Who was your favorite?
It was a long film. That film should have just been a 10-part. That should have just been a 10-part limited series.
They could have made 3 hours. They could have made a 3-part series. All jokes aside, could have made a 3-part series. We would have watched it all anyway.
Yeah,
watched it all anyway.
100%. And we'd have been like, oh my God, have you seen part 1 yet?
Yeah.
Have you seen part 2 yet?
Act 2, crazy.
I thought Act 2 was absolutely brilliant. And, I run a film column in the local paper. And I just wanted to commend the different subplots that go through. Of course, you have your A plot and your B plot and your C plot. Yes. And I just thought the depiction of historical events in such a manner was subverted incredibly well. Under the prism of Italian gangster montages. Fucking get out of here, you fucking jerk off. My favorite actor in
have a cup of tea, you fuck face.
We're gonna have all the cliches in this, isn't it? Like just anything like
have a crumpet, you fuck.
You fucking filthy mother. No, but my favorite actors in this film weren't even Pacino and De Niro. It was Stephen Graham.
Oh man,
who's a Scouser.
What a fantastic! On all joking aside,
there's no
he's
jokes
one
here.
of my favorite actors of all time.
Not even favourite British actors, just favourite actors.
100%.
He speaks like, lad, you know what? I was fucking going around there.
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
see him in there, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're in
Yeah,
Miami.
yeah.
How are you going to distribute? And then like you saw him in, did you watch that recent thing on BBC? It was called Time with Sean Bean in it. And
I didn't watch that, unfortunately.
You should go and put it on your iPlayer watch list.
I'll watch that.
Stephen Graham, hey, listen, Stevie boy.
Did you watch him on Line of Duty as well?
Yes.
So you are fantastic on that. And Line of Duty is like just if from the America or outside the UK, it's like a cop show in the UK where in every
It's on
season,
Netflix.
it's on Netflix now. Wicked. Every season, they actually bring in actors who are fantastic. So Tandy Newton kicks ass in one of the seasons as well. But Stephen Graham smacks it, and it's interesting. I bumped into him randomly in a random environment with one of my actor friends, and they were having a chat, and he was saying that when he was younger and he used to act, he used to take on a lot of his character, and he'd walk around with a chip on his shoulder sometimes if he played an angry character. But now he just says he can't live like that because obviously he gets some gritty roles, doesn't
Incredibly gritty,
he? He says he just lets it wash off. So could you imagine him doing like the sickest scenes? Like he's fucking punched up people, smashed up people, and then they're like cut, and he goes, "Yeah, fucking hell, have a cup of tea, mate. Cheers."
Yeah,
like, do you know what I mean?
No, sound lad, that's fucking great.
It's funny because in that one he has to fight like Pacino, I think, innit? And it's just like, and Pacino, don't get me wrong. I mean, I know we've been sounding like we're just De Niro. Pacino guy. Like,
Oh yeah, that guy.
Al Pacino,
Yeah.
right? Like, come on, like The Godfather was like his second film he was ever in.
Yeah.
Right? De Niro had a few other films under his belt. This guy comes straight out of gate. I did one film and then he's like, you know what? A year later, I'm the fucking Godfather. What?
That's elevation, isn't it? Okay, that's a career elevation.
It's just
That's a career elevation.
It's just like, bam. Okay, and it's not like he was all right. He was fucking sick at it.
he's great. He was great.
Anyway, but yeah, like he had to fight Pacino in that. Anyway, and my second best actor in that film is Sebastian Maniscalco.
Okay, and why is that? Why is
He's an Italian-American comedian, but he's just like, he talks like this fucking normally.
Yeah.
His special is called "Are You Not Embarrassed?"
I love questions like that. That's such a loaded question for the person. Are you not embarrassed?
Yeah, he repeats that like throughout the special. And he's like, "Are you not embarrassed?" And I just think he's amazing.
That
he
would
was
be- I
in
would
the
love to
Green
hear-
Book as well.
I'd love to, oh yes, he was. I'd love to hear someone like him complaining at customer service. You know what I mean?
I ordered this food 45 minutes ago. Yet there's no food. Are you not embarrassed? You're not embarrassed by this? My water is warm. I asked for cold water, no ice. Are you not embarrassed?
I would love to have somebody like that because we don't live in New York, obviously. I reckon if I went to New York and I saw a bunch of people just speaking like that, I couldn't take them seriously. Like, just
bruv.
in general, like, so what would you like fucking fries with that? You want an oat motherfucking latte? An oat latte? Hey, check this guy out. He wants a fucking oat latte. What you want, Arabica beans? Fuck you from. But yeah, I thought that film was a bit mad. But those were my two favorite actors. But back to Pacino and De Niro.
Yes.
So there was two films that we're gonna say, because even in that one there weren't that many scenes in The Irishman together, were there?
Not fantastic amount. I think they kind of drew us in expecting to see, or not knowing how much you'd see. So they didn't overlay. They didn't lay it on us. They didn't lay it on us thick. Is what they did.
Exactly. But then you're thinking, hold on, sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so but there was one film released in 1995, which was Heat.
Woo!
I've never seen this film.
In the midst of the 90s.
I don't feel like I've not seen this film, right? And I'm gonna say it might be a great film, but it can't be that good because it doesn't come on at Christmas. It's no Die Hard.
It's not Die Hard, no.
It's no Terminator.
It's no Terminator, no. I like the fact that you said Die Hard at Christmas, by the way. That's like a whole episode in itself. But anyway, carry
It
on.
is a Christmas film.
Thank you.
What I'm going to say is, though, apparently, though, so this is what I've seen. Heat was released by Warner Brothers Pictures on December the 15th, 1995. So, run up to Christmas. That's 10 days before Christmas. Why the fuck is it not a Christmas film?
They fucked up. Heat at Christmas, wrong. You need something like Frozen at Christmas. Yeah,
This is true.
You need to go with you need to roll with the kind of theme.
show you the world.
Exactly. You don't need like.
Let it go.
Oh, yeah.
Let it go. Are you fucking serious?
Are you not embarrassed?
Are you not embarrassed?
You not fucking embarrassed?
But yeah, 1995. And apparently it was to critical and commercial success. It grossed $187 million on a $16 million budget, while receiving praise for Mann's direction and screenplay, action sequences, sound mixing, and the performances of Pacino and De Niro, although it did not receive any major award nominations.
So it made money, and it's interesting, in that list of its successes, you said it made money.
Yes.
It got praise for its direction.
Yes.
Screenplay.
Yes.
Action series.
Yes.
Action sequences, sound mixing, but it put Pacino and De Niro's performances right at the end of that
sentence. And it says,
yeah.
although it did not receive any major award nominations, Hate is regarded as one of the most influential films of its genre and inspired numerous other works. I ain't seen it.
I might as well
Can't be that good. I've never heard of you.
I might as well have not seen it because it's been so long. But I do remember there's a restaurant scene in it, and everybody was gassed because apparently there's a lot of improv in it. So they didn't mess up their lines, but they just carried their. I think it's one of those scenes where the director's just like, yeah, keep rolling, we'll see what we get out of it. And there's this scene where it's just pure improv between them. And some people say this is something like, like proper thespians are like, this is pure
acting.
This is pure acting. These guys are not acting. These guys are in the moment. What you're seeing is the lives of these two characters unfurl in front of us.
Unfurl is a good word. Yes. I commend you for that one, young man. It's incredible. It's for me. I think if it is as influential as they say, I would have heard about it a lot more.
Yeah,
it's a bit disappointing, isn't it?
Yeah,
but I guess I know what I'm watching tonight. Then is it on Netflix?
It should be on somewhere. We could do a watch party. Me and you watch it. I'll have popcorn at mine. You have popcorn at yours. And we're like messaging each other. Okay, look, this is the scene in the restaurant.
You've seen it though.
It has been so long. I could watch it again and still be like, oh damn! Like when you haven't seen the film for a while.
No, I need to sit down in a dark room.
Knock one out.
It,
then
watch. Man said, knock one out. You know what I fucking love doing? I love fucking jerking up before I watch a good Italian movie. Is it?
You waited until afterwards. You're not embarrassed.
You're not embarrassed. Is it? Italian gangster film, or is it like?
It's a little bit more different. It's kind of got that 90s energy of just
shoot him up, kill him.
Thriller, where you kind of don't know where the action's gonna go. Really, is the best way I can remember it. Kind of like.
You fucking see.
Yeah. I'll let you watch it.
So, well, after that as well, in 2008, so a little bit longer, they did a film called Righteous Kill. Right. Yeah, they did a film called Righteous Kill, which, it's a great name. But do you know what was mad to me? So this was in 2008, and it had 50 Cent in it. And I can't believe I haven't seen this either. And judging by the front cover, it really tried to make them look rough and tough. But have a look at it.
What's the front cover? You should explain it to those that can't see it right now. We'll probably put a picture of this front cover on the Twitch or on the Patreon.
They look old, bruv.
Fucking hell! It's basically
there's a gun. It says "Righteous" in white font.
Yeah.
Next to it, "Kill" in red, bold, and then a picture of both of them. I look, and then it's just like
this is a cash grab.
Pacino.
Yeah, this is a cash grab. This is a cash grab. This is where they sit down in a room and someone sold it like, "Hey, what we got is we got Pacino signed in." Why is the guy who's directing it trying to get funding also a gangster? Why we got it?
So here's the plot. Okay, there's police psychologists reviewing recordings of a man. This man is Robert De Niro, who states his name is Detective David Fisk. He is the poetry boy killer. And the poetry boy earned the moniker for his modus operandi of murdering criminals and leaving short poems of their bodies. This then reveals he looks up to his partner of almost 30 years, Detective Tom Cowan, who the audiences believed is the character portrayed by Al Pacino, and he considers him his role model of how a cop should be. Pacino's character is known by the nickname of Rooster, and De Niro's by Turk, and they're referred to as the such outside of the recordings. So these recordings provide a narrative, and
so could you imagine, like, you just spoke
fucking garbage.
You tried to sell this to a commissioner, or to a studio, and they've gone, I don't get it at all.
It's got De Niro and it's got Pacino in it.
So, okay, when we gonna make it? Let's do this. What's it called? Don't give a fuck. Let's
It's
do it.
called Righteous Kill.
Okay, whatever, man. Can we put somebody young in there? You know, someone who does a bit of gangster stuff in there just to mix it up. Who we got on the line?
What I'm very concerned about is this isn't the 90s anymore, you know.
We need to inject some.
I have just one discrepancy
Go
that
on.
I would like to nail. Yes. So you've got to understand. Do we really want to do this? I mean, Pacino and De Niro, they're getting on a bit. You know, they're not the young quarterbacks they once were. You know, so we've been doing a lot of case studies, and our audience finds this isn't the 90s anymore. Okay, we're in 2008. Okay, everybody's got a BlackBerry. You know, nobody wants to see gangster movies anymore. I think I don't think this is the right choice, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like, you know, people want to hear new stories. We need a bit of diversity.
50 Cent. Put 50 Cent in it.
Well, he is a global superstar.
Let's do it.
That is fine. Okay, fine.
That's lit, bro. That's literally what they do.
We put a black guy in it. Righteous Kill was released in the United States on September 12th, 2008.
Yeah.
And it received negative reviews from critics. I'm not.
Jeez.
Why? I mean, a film based around recordings.
Yeah.
But yeah, it made $74 million against a $60 million budget. So $14 million profit. I mean, was it really worth it?
In cinema world, no. Like, think about it. In 95, 60 mil, 187 back. Yeah. So you put in an M, you get 3 back. This, you put in an M, you get an M and a touch back. You can make your money back doing up a house over a year. Do you know what I mean? That's how these guys are thinking about it. So no, it didn't do so well. However, I am now inclined to go and watch it with you as well. 50 Cent, Al Pacino and De Niro in a film. I'm curious.
Do you remember when 50 Cent lost a lot of weight? Yeah.
Yes.
I lost a lot of weight.
To play that.
I had to lose a lot of weight for a role that I was playing, a cancer survivor. But it went straight to DVD.
Yeah, that's mad. But do you know what though? That flopped to him. And 50 has made some business flops, and as well as making some great business wins. He's going to be one of those guys that we look back at his career in a few years' time and realize he was flipping there at every little like blip on the map. He was about, wasn't he? Like when they started doing vodka, yeah, it wasn't Grey Goose, but he did his little FM thing. Yeah. When Dr. Dre was like signing people, obviously he was one of the big signings, one of the highest selling rap albums of all time. When Al Pacino and De Niro did a film, yeah, 50's there as well. He's like one of those guys. Headphones. He did headphones as well.
Was it SMS audio?
SMS audio, whatever.
What's it? Television series now?
TV, he's one of the most successful producers now of television shows, and he'll tell you himself, doesn't really make the best TV, but does he deliver the actual show? Does it end up on your screen? Hell yes.
Yeah.
People are watching it.
I don't necessarily make the best thing, but it gets out there.
Yeah.
And that's the most important
Fascinating guy. Like, he's just going to be one of those dudes, like, written with the guy that wrote
Written in the stars.
48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene.
He done a 50th Law with him.
Wrote a book with him. I mean, this guy is just about.
Have you listened to the audiobook of that?
I have as well. It's very interesting. Listen, isn't it?
So I believe in healthy paranoia. Level of paranoia that you need.
Wonderful.
It's not. It sounds a bit red, doesn't it? Instead of a conversation.
Anyway, who do you reckon had the best career then out of these two? So I mean, I've told you the 4 films.
I feel like after our conversation with De Niro outside of their duo, shall we say, or their coupling, I feel like that De Niro's done better because he's done the kind of comedy fun roles.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're talking about financial success, I think De Niro. If we're talking about in terms of variety,
he had a
stuff,
divorce, didn't he? So I guess that's gonna add in there. But do you know what? I reckon
that's why he done all the advice.
I reckon these two are a bit like Pacquiao and Mayweather. You know, Khan and Kell Brook.
Right.
You know when like the films happened way later than they should have.
Yes.
A bit like Arnie and Sly.
Yes, with Expendables, isn't it? Is that the first time we saw them together?
And then they did that other film where they were like in a prison and they were trying to break out together.
Oh, what's that called? It's like called Escape or something.
Yeah, and you're like, bro, like I don't want to watch a bunch of 60-year-olds like juiced up.
Yeah.
Trying to like I wanted to watch you lot when you were in the 80s, rather than like having that. And I feel like it's the same with these. It's like, too little, too late, man. Ego. Let your fucking ego aside. Fucking get in the films together. Do your thing. Imagine if The Rock said, I'm not going to do fucking Fast and Furious.
Exactly. What? Yeah, exactly. Do you know what, though? On that level, on that note, Have we ever? I don't think we've ever seen Sly or Arnie in WWE or WWF. How great would that have been for them to do a little crossover?
I don't think at that time WWE was as powerful
Okay.
in terms of like getting that crossover. Whereas now it's like they get Tyson Fury and Tyson and fuck anyway.
Johnny Knoxville doing a Royal Rumble and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
just mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, if we look at like thinking, I'm like, this is hard, man, because Pacino has Scarface.
Mm-hmm.
He's got obviously the Godfather 3, but we don't talk about it. Glengarry Glen Ross.
Mm-hmm.
You know that one? ABC. What does that stand for? Always be closing. Come on, man. Carlito's Way.
Yeah.
Donnie Brasco.
Yeah.
The Devil's Advocate.
Yeah. good stuff.
The Merchant of Venice. I don't know if you like that film.
I don't know if I've seen that for a while. Yeah.
Ocean's 13.
Good film. Great film.
Stand Up Guys. Jack and Jill. I mean, I don't know. That, I mean, but then it's sort of like
For me, it's ranging actors as well. Like, so for example, I like an actor that can do gangster and can do.
Oh, he's in the House
Vulnerable.
of Gucci. That's just been
Really?
released.
Okay, I didn't know
Need to
that.
watch that. But yeah, and then hold on. I've given you those ones, yeah. But then look at De Niro's list. So
Yeah.
obviously I mentioned right at the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna go. I mentioned a few of the films at the beginning, right?
yeah.
But then obviously Godfather Part 2.
Yeah. Damn.
Taxi Driver.
Shit.
New York. The Deer Hunter.
Damn.
The King of Comedy.
What?
Once Upon a Time in America. The Untouchables.
Get the fuck out of here.
Goodfellas.
Get the fuck out of here.
My gosh, oh my god. Then he had like a Bronx Tale.
You
oh,
fucking kill. Get the fuck out of here.
Casino.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out. He did Casino and Heat in the same fucking year.
In the same year.
In the same goddamn fucking year.
Unheard of at the time.
Who
Get the fuck out
was,
of here.
what the fuck was you doing in
What were
1995?
you doing in 95?
This guy had 2 fucking classics under his belt in 1 fucking year. He went for the championship and the fucking Super Bowl, and he said, what do you want me to fucking do? I'm going to be fucking MVP as well, you fucking asshole. There you go. Then he did Great Expectations.
Get the fuck.
Analyze this.
The fuck.
The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Stop now.
Men
Stop
of
it.
Honor.
Come
Meet
on.
the Parents. Hold on. Year 2000, turn of the century, yeah? You think, right, how am I going to start off this millennium? I'm going to do a kids film. It's going to be fucking great. I'm going to do Men of Honor, serious film. It's going to be fucking... And you know what? Just to top it all off, I'll do a fucking comedy as well. In Meet the Parents, that's a fucking hat trick. 3 in a row in 1 fucking year. You know,
1 fucking year.
who the fuck has a run like that? Analyze that. Shark Tale, Meet the Fuckers. Oh my god, this guy, bruv,
Yeah,
Righteous Kill, and
Smashed
then
it.
hold on. What later on he did the Little Fuckers. Then it just sort of like descended into like a bunch of films that we didn't really watch. I mean, you had like Last Vegas, American Hustle,
Yeah, I don't.
Grudge Match,
Yeah, not all of those. Don't remember. all
Grudge Match. Wait, I need to watch that.
those. Is it? Okay.
Kevin Hart, De Niro, Stallone.
Oh fucking hell! That's on some video on demand service.
But then
already. I'll
hold
watch
on.
that.
2015, he did The Intern, which I said
Yeah,
was sick.
he did.
And then you know what he did in 2019?
What?
The Joker.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie,
He
bro.
was all right in the Joker. He played a good role alongside Joaquin.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Phoenix.
So yeah, man, that was a history of.
Thank you very much, Kay.
So
That was a nice way to get me to remember it.
Reminisce. How many times have Al Pacino and Robert De Niro appeared together in a film?
I will give you
How many films have Al Pacino and Robert De Niro appeared together in, Marcus?
4, and if someone wants to get shirty with me, I can say, okay, well, technically it's 3 where they spent proper time together, but 4 if we're going to do some counting and be official. So there you go. Thank you, Kay. You've not just given me the answer, bruv. You've given me some arguing points, some points of argumento.
We just went back down memory lane.
Thank you very much, Kay. That's it for this episode of Ain't Got a Clue.
If you want to get another episode, we got another fucking episode on Patreon.
Right
okay?
fucking now, right now.
Oh, okay, look.
Right
look,
now.
Hey,
Hey,
Marcus.
hey,
Marcus.
all right, sorry,
hey,
yeah, okay,
stand
cool.
back, okay? Look, you don't need to fucking... Hey, put the piece away, man.
Okay.
Hey, look.
Okay,
Every
all
time
right,
I try
all
to
right,
fucking...
all right.
Listen, I always say we go there nicely, we talk to these guys nicely, then we fucking get the...
Then we kill
piece
him.
out.
Yeah, then we shoot him.
No.
Okay, cool.
Only get the piece out when... Dude, Marcus, what have I told you? Brother.
Shoot first thing after.
No,
okay,
Marcus,
sorry.
Marcus.
Cool. Yeah.
Chill out. Are you all right? Is everything okay at
I'm
home?
cool. You know.
How's the wife? Dude, calm down. Listen. Let me take care of this, okay?
Okay.
You just go home, you just go home. I'll let Marianne fucking cook you a nice lasagna.
I get my mom's lasagna, actually. I know you don't like my mom's.
I like
I get my mom's lasagna. I'll come around, we have a couple of beers, we fucking relax.
Okay.
We get to the root of all this stress. You don't need to fucking shoot these guys. Look at them. They're fucking listening away on their headphones. You're fucking pulling a piece out on them every 2 fucking minutes.
But
they don't want to see fucking. No, they're just
we
quiet.
don't-
We want them to be fucking patrons, and you're here.
Yeah,
You
I want
want
a
to
patron,
fucking. Hey, listen to me. I'm gonna tell them. Okay. Just look. Okay. Dude, you're fucking with me now. Okay. Now you're fucking getting me angry. You don't want to fucking see me angry, okay? So, every time we fucking do one of these episodes, okay, we tell you, hey, I ain't got a clue. But actually, you know, deep down, we do have a fucking clue, right? And you know what? We got even more of a clue on Patreon. Anytime we fucking release an episode on this fucking joint,
That's right.
wherever the hell you're listening, be it the Spotify experience or the fucking Apple podcast or, you know, those dudes over at Acast or whatever podcast player you want, we release another one on Patreon. And you know what? Doesn't have any fucking commercials. No fucking commercials.
No commercials.
No fucking advertising. You just get me and Marcus, and he puts his piece away. You know, there's no threats on there. You know, he doesn't fucking pull a gat out on you every 2 minutes. You're not sitting there. You're not sat there wondering, hey, are the dudes gonna whack me? Are they gonna fucking whack me? Is there a hit out on me? There's none of that bullshit.
You know why? Because they're part of the family. Part of the family.
You become part of the family, and that's, you know what? That's a great thing. You know, we sometimes, you know, we have cookouts. You know, he comes, I come, I go over to his. He comes over to mine. We have some pasta. You know,
We have
some
spaghetti.
Yeah, we have some pizza.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, you just come over to the Patreon. You know, and you know while you're there, you know what else you can do? Follow us on Instagram. You know, he's Marcus Bronzy, MarcusBronzy. Okay, and the dude, you know, he's every day he's on fucking Twitch. You know, this guy, he's like a fucking monster. He doesn't even rest. Every fucking day he gets out of his bed. 9 o'clock in the morning. This motherfucker is on Twitch. Well, what do you think he's doing on Twitch? He's not just talking to you. He's got a whole fucking setup. There's video games being played every 2 fucking minutes. This guy has got video games from fucking Spider-Man to fucking Wordle. The motherfucker's just playing shit for you, for your entertainment, and he's created a little family there. So why don't you go and fucking support the guy so he doesn't pull a piece out on you, okay? And at the same time, go and follow me on Instagram as well, okay? KAEKYD. I got a special coming out pretty soon, okay? It's gonna be fucking, you know, it is gonna be fucking special.
It's gonna be special.
My fucking tour was sold out, you know? You know how hard that is for a motherfucker like me to do, okay? You know how fucking hard that is? I don't know why. You know how fucking hard that is for a motherfucker like me to do? So go out and fucking support it. And you know what? It's gonna be fucking free. It's gonna be on YouTube. So go and subscribe to my YouTube. Go and subscribe to Marcus Bronzy's YouTube. What the fuck are you still doing here? Hey, Marcus, you fucking pull out the piece.
Get the fuck out of here.